I'm CJ Suprxme,
I'm Python.
and we're doing a Q&A.
We are. I'm actually excited about this a lot.
Alright, so we asked you guys on Instagram, Snapchat, and did you ask on Facebook?
Not ask on Facebook.
So Instagram and Snapchat to ask us questions, and we are basically gonna answer your questions.
We are. I'm
So,
excited about this actually.
first question, if you could live in any decade, which one would you live in and why?
I would definitely live in the 80s. 80s had better hip hop. Had classic hip hop. And also the world was better in the 80s. If I'm being honest with everyone here, the society was way better, and we were less angry at the world than we are now.
I would live in 2017, and specifically only 2017.
Why is that?
Everything was so much better then.
How so?
Dude, food tasted better, the sky was bluer. I was happy, dude. It was nice.
It looked not snowing outside.
Oh, fuck. But yes, 2017 was a good year, and that's the only year I want to live in. But maybe 2019 will be better. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully the world doesn't go to shit again.
Yep. What made you want to start rapping?
You can go. No, you can go.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, when I was in 5th grade, this kid used to always freestyle, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Now, I grew up on rock. I grew up listening to Van Halen, Motley Crue, Breaking Benjamin, Taking Back Sunday. I listened to a lot of rock and emo bands, but I always thought it was the coolest thing seeing this kid freestyle. And then once I got to 7th grade, I heard XXXTentacion, and he was little. So this is 2015. Was it? Yes, it was 2015. I was like at the end of 7th grade. And I heard his music, and from there I was like, alright, I want to do something with it. So in 8th grade, I released my first song, and it was trash. And then I gave up for a bit, and then sophomore year, the beginning of my sophomore year in high school, I started rapping just for shits and giggles. I had a song where I rapped in a Kermit voice, because I used to be really good at doing Kermit voice. And it was called Where Did My Balls Go? And my friend was like, yo, you can actually do something with this. So I started rapping, and then during the summer last year, I changed my name from Lil Planky to CJ Suprxme. And that's basically how I started rapping.
When I first started rapping, my brother, Alex, he's like 22 now. He used to rap for like a huge hobby. He thought it was going to be a career. And I always was inspired by that because he used to actually be really good, and he still is. I just actually did a song with him recently. What made me want to start rapping was my first rap song. That was like obviously when we first started was shit, obviously, and it was called One when I was still anonymous, and it was for a girl named Santina. It was a very deep song, but it was at a time where I just didn't know how to rap. I just thought maybe I would impress her with that, and I did. She liked it a lot. When I first started taking it seriously is when I met this guy. I met him at our work, and
we were working 5 to 9.
Not paying my pocket, and I found my line. Okay, anyway. And I had a freestyle like diss to some girl that my friend wanted to put out on her, and I started rapping to him, and I think that kind of me looking like me, no one really understands that like I do rap, so that kind of took a turn for the best, actually, because I started hanging out with him at his house. He came to my house, started recording a lot of shit. And once I got to even like my second song recording with him, I was like, you know what, I'm actually taking a joy into this. So I was like, why not start rapping, you know? That's when it all started going back to seriousness.
Yeah. Yep. And we were legitimately working 5 to 9
yeah,
the night we met.
That's not like a joke either.
And the first time he came over to my house, we recorded this song called 5 to 9.
Yeah, we did.
So, origin/backstory.
Like how so? Like backstory of my life, or
I guess.
I guess I can. Talk about how it relates to rapping. I guess my meaning of music. I've always had a really, really good childhood. I'm not gonna be that kind of person that's like, oh, my life sucked, blah blah. I'm actually a very open book when it comes to that stuff. unfortunately, in 8th grade, my life kind of took a turn for the worse when I got depression from bullying and stuff. And, I've overcome that now. But yeah, in 9th grade, same kind of story. It was kind of hard for me to, know who I was, and I'm still kind of going through that, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And my backstory is pretty just normal, if anything. And backstory to music is kind of like what I said before, how I started rapping is, it's for a girl, and it kind of became just a hobby at first, and then now when I met CJ, it became more of a business for me actually now.
I was born in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Raised in Bensalem for the first year of my life. Then I moved to good old Paul Pack, Pennsylvania, Pennsyltucky. When my parents got divorced, I was back and forth with my dad in Philly and my mom in here in Paw Pack. So my heart is in Philly. I loved Philadelphia so much. Basically, my childhood was spent going back and forth between my mother and my father. And then once it got to middle school, the ways that I would cope with that, kids would make fun of me for. And then I went through an emo phase.
So, yeah.
And that was bad. And then I started rapping. And I don't know, my life's pretty boring.
I don't think so. Oh, Long Island. I was born in, by the way, if you didn't know that.
My backstory and my origin story are different. My origin story, I'm Morgan Freeman. I was born not at all, actually. I just appeared in a cave. I spoke myself into life. And, I became Kermit the Frog, basically, and that's about it. No.
You right?
Yeah, just
All
my
right.
throat. Why'd you go from rock to rap? 'Cause I can, bitch. What is the inspiration and the designs on your new masks? I think I have questions for you.
Okay, so some people now joining us probably wouldn't know that my name should be Anonymous. Anonymous helps music. It was Anonymous Viva. It was a long story. I used to have a Jason Voorhees mask because, like I said, the first time I started rapping, it was just a hobby. I didn't take it seriously. When CJ helped me out with playing my first song up, With or Without Me, as Anonymous Helps, I got in trouble because it was copyrighted for Friday the 13th. And so I kind of got upset about that, but I just ordered some new blank masks I can draw on, like this one, obviously. And I have a lot more that's, probably upstairs in my bedroom. But a lot of my inspiration came with what I used to be. I used to be really sad. I used to want to hide my face from society all the time. So that's why I wear a mask, kind of to hide myself from the identity of the world, I guess.
How does it feel that your name is CJ Suprxme? It feels like I'm CJ Suprxme.
That's for you, Dylan.
If I'm gonna be quite honest.
I like that question.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, am I really CJ Suprxme? Am I Kermit?
Well, let's ask the actual question. Are we really human?
No.
No, we're not.
Nothing is real.
Nothing is real.
Interruption. I just wanted to let everyone know that my dick is indeed broken, but you can still hit my DM. We apologize for the interruption. The camera stopped rolling.
Jared.
This one's for you played one. If I ever wanted to collab with you, would you hit me up?
See, here's the thing, Dylan. If you rapped and if you just rapped, I would definitely do a collab with you. But you don't rap, and I'm not sure how that'll work. Unless you just wanted to wing it, then I don't really care. But otherwise, next question.
Briefly explain the meaning behind "Hey Kids." Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. So, he's a teacher.
Yeah. Not really a teacher.
But metaphorically.
Metaphorically in the song.
He's a teacher, and I'm a student. And I'm CJ Suprxme.
And you can SUPRXME.
And I do.
Yeah.
Call my number. Don't. I have Tourette's. There is a gerbil in my anus. The gerbil is no longer in my anus. We are at home in my jacuzzi, chilling with my Uzi.
They can go different meetings.
Yep, they can. I have detention on the 3rd of 2. February 3rd. The 3rd of 2. Yeah.
And, so, I'm Mr. Anonymous. Time to teach some class, you know. Salty platoon. I got more cash in the room. Here we go. Hit the stove. And make sure it feels really cold, because you want it a tad, not only a lot of heat, but a tad.
You don't want it
hot.
lukewarm.
Yeah, you want it cold.
You want it good cold. You want ice.
Exactly.
You
like,
want
yeah,
ice.
Exactly.
You want that drip.
You don't want any heat going on there. Once you get heat, it goes to beef. Okay? You don't want cooked beef.
And that's just what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want it.
So yeah, that's the meaning behind Hey Kids.
Is there a song someone else made that you wish you wrote?
You can go first. I gotta think about that one. I gotta think. There's probably a lot of songs I wish I made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go right away, actually.
Alright, sure.
It's probably my favorite song as of right now, Lucky You by Eminem and Jordan Lucas.
Oh,
I really wish I was the one doing Jordan Lucas's verse. Like, I love Jordan Lucas in that song, and I wish, like, it was, like, I wish I would have written something like that.
I really, really wish that I wrote Looking for a Star by XXXTentacion, because it doesn't... No, scratch that. I wish that I made Everlong by the Foo Fighters. I know I'm a rapper, but Foo Fighters, Everlong by the Foo Fighters, it doesn't matter where you grew up, it doesn't matter when you were born. Just that song, if you listen to it, always gives everyone a nostalgic feeling and such a good vibe. I wish I wrote that. It is such a good song. If you have not listened to Everlong by the Foo Fighters, go listen to it. You will love it. What is 5 to 9 about?
So,
there's a bitch.
Yeah. There's...
But she's your bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least you think.
So, I think if I interpret it, there's probably a lot of bitches in that song that we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it goes for probably more than just one girl. It's about being kind of fucking used by girls. You try to work these long-hour shifts to get money, and you try to buy her something nice, and then she kind of...
Yeah, you don't have a penny in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a thought in your mind, because you're only focused on her.
Mm-hmm.
You're focused on working to give her stuff, but these hoes ain't loyal.
They're not.
She don't love you. And basically that's what the song is about.
Yeah, 5 to 9's a good song.
That was the last question, so I want to thank everybody for giving us questions to answer. This has been really fun. We're going to go record some new music now.
We are.
Red Room EP dropping next Friday, March 30th, 2019. Wolfpack Volume 1 is coming out this summer.
And I'll have Hey Kids, I think, right?
Yeah, that will have Hey Kids on it.
Yeah, it will.
That will have a song by Kid Bangs too. Everyone who's in Wolfpack, Kid Bangs, Speedy J, Young Bull J, and then me and Python. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to